Hello everyone, this is the part 2 of the text bounce animation tutorial series. In the last tutorial, I used the newly introduced repeat zone, which is available on version 4.0 alpha. It is based on physics, and it works well, but the computation efficiency is not that great. I think it's because the repeat zone is still under development. This is the comparison between part 1 and part 2. As you can see, part 2 method is much faster than part 1 method using repeat zone. So, in this tutorial, I'm gonna introduce another method, in which, the duplicate element node is used instead of repeat zone. Let's get it started. First, here is the core idea of part 2, we're gonna use absolute sign graph, instead of using quadratic graph which represents real physics. Yes, this is gonna be imitation of physics. Let's make a node setup for this equation. It's important to change the domain type to instance, as we did for store named attribute node in part 1. Wow, it looks like physical bounces. And the computation speed is reasonably faster than repeat zone method. What the? It is because text instances are beyond the camera. Let's move the camera higher. We've just set up the node configuration for bounces without damping, so it is time to apply damping. Because the absolute sign function returns 0 when the red box value becomes an integer, the floor of this value can be used as the accumulated bounce count. With this bounce count, we can calculate the damped intensity in interval. Let's make a node setup for this damping. Great, damping is successfully applied. Next, it's time to convert the physics data to intensity, interval, and offset. This result can be acquired using these two equations of constant acceleration. If I were to explain the process of obtaining this equation, this video would become a physics class. So, if you're curious about how these equations are derived, please leave a comment. Let's make a node setup for this conversion. Good, math class is done. Let's change the input variables to check if these work as intended. Oh, do you have any idea why this is not functioning properly? It is because we didn't apply initial X position. On the other hand, the initial Y position is already taken into account in the position socket of this set position node. So we have to be cautious not to add the value twice. Good. Finally, let's compare the two methods. Did you notice? These two versions works differently. I think it's originated from how the damping is applied to the interval. So, you can find that the two version works almost similarly without damping. If you want, you can introduce other damping equation for the interval. Nice, as expected, this new method is much faster than repeat zone method. Congratulations! This is the end of this tutorial series. I hope you found this tutorial helpful and thank you for watching. And if you'd like to help support this channel, then some great ways to do that are by subscribing my channel or checking out my Gumroad store. I'll have the Gumroad link in the description. I hope you found this helpful again. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys very soon. Later.